How's it going, everybody? We're here in the media studio with a sit-down interview brought to you by the CBA Digital Network. I'm here with Nick Harnish, pitcher for the CBA baseball team, who's committed to the College of the Holy Cross, and Wyatt Hunt, third baseman for the CBA baseball team, committed to Monmouth University. Guys, welcome. Happy to have you.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah. We're just going to be kind of running through the season, kind of a preview of what's to come. So you guys had a kind of an up and down year last year. Very respectable, to say the least. 14-7 overall in the regular season, 9-4 against the Shore. Struggled a little bit in the Shore Conference tournament, Monmouth County tournament, but then you guys killed it in the state tournament, defeating teams like RBC and St. Joe's along the way, making it all the way to the final against St. Augustine. Talk a little bit about last season and kind of like your thoughts on it. Either you can chime in.
I think the biggest thing was the state tournament. That run we had, no one even expected us to get out of the first round, I would say. But going into it, we felt super confident, and then we just started playing with this type of energy, and we went in there, we beat Paul VI, and then we beat Metuchen, and then we beat RBC, and then we went down to St. Augustine, and we didn't get the result we wanted, but we were just playing with this certain type of energy, and it felt like we could beat anyone in the state at that time. And I think if we can try to replicate that this season, and try to play with that same energy, like in Monmouth County tournament or Shore Conference tournament, I think we can beat anyone.
Yeah.
I feel like that run at the end really helped us. We got bounced out early in the either Shore or Monmouth County, or it was the RBC. And everyone was down or whatever because we got bounced. We weren't expecting to go out so soon. And then that run at the end that we had, we beat RBC, which is always good. Get back at them.
Yeah.
And then we beat a few other teams. It really helped us because we feel like we're confident coming into this year now, especially with a lot of returners.
Yeah, I kind of totally agree with you. I feel like kind of going up and down the regular season, losing some tough games that maybe you guys are supposed to win, and then kind of that run, the state tournament, kind of gave you guys hope for this year. That you guys are good, and it was just kind of about putting it all together and coming together as soon as possible. And obviously you guys have both done work over the winter, as has everyone else on the team. Kind of run through how the Diamond's looking right now. Obviously opening day is Monday. We're 1 weekend away. We're a few short days away. You guys open up on Monday at home against Colts Neck. Kind of how's the Diamond looking up? Go through the infield, go through the outfield. Why we'll do the infield for you since you're playing third base.
So first base, we're thinking we have Hunter Del Guercio, who's going to Gettysburg, and then we have Zane Teneski, who's committed to St. John's. We're not sure who's going to be going there opening day, but we're kind of figuring that out right now. And then James Nitty's at second. He's going to Scranton University. Harrison Campy at shortstop. He's committed to Wofford University. And then I'm over at third. So, yeah.
What about the outfield?
Outfield, we have Jack Mosick in left, and then Matt DeFeo in center field, and then right field we're still figuring out between Hunter and Zane.
Yeah, so all those guys played last year. Most of them starters, Mosick a new one, but it's all that lineup just. It's going to score a lot of runs, between, Campy at shortstop, that infield, it's, gross, you and Campy and Nitty up the middle, and then, that outfield, can do it all. Mosick, DeFeo, and, whoever coach decides to put in right field between Zane and Hunter.
Yeah.
You just put the other guy first, so, it's looking good.
Mm-hmm. Really senior-heavy, lineup and a lot of returners, so I feel like that's going to help us really experience-wise going forward.
Yeah, and then you got, Danny Zambinos, the sophomore behind the dish, kind of bridging that gap, from Figs leaving last year.
Mm-hmm.
But, I've heard really good things about him as well. Nick, we'll go to you for this next one. You guys lose Tony DeJohn and Luke Racasano prior to the season starting. They went down with, having surgery, this past month, elbow reconstruction, kind of like a Tommy John light, what I like to call it. How does that, kind of impact the team? Who do you think will step up? Who needs to step up, maybe a sophomore or junior from last year who's now a junior or senior, and who are some guys that, some freshmen maybe that might be able to fill the gaps a little bit and get some experience under their belt?
Yeah, the experience thing is kind of the opposite of the field with pitching-wise. We don't have a lot of returners coming back. We only had 17 innings or something like that last year with returners-wise. So it's kind of going to be like a fill-in as it goes. We got a lot of strong arms. We got Chris Alonis, he's going to Wake Forest. Brendan O'Keefe going to Catholic, myself. So we feel like we're going to figure it out. And a lot of underclassmen will help us out. They're kind of going to figure it out as we go. Some freshmen, some sophomores, some juniors, kind of put it all together. And we think we got a good staff. We'll be good.
Yeah. Who are some of those freshmen?
We got Dylan Iwanek, Anthony Medjeka, one of the twins, lefties. There's a few lefties. Sean Loggie's another lefty.
Okay.
We got another lefty in DeTulio. His older brother played at CBA and went to Bryant. And another lefty in Dan Pardini. So
Awesome.
we got 4 or 5 freshmen there.
Yeah, the kind of the vibe, the general consensus I'm getting from, Coach Galliotto Fiore is that the freshman team is really good, but a lot of them are going to be playing varsity, kind of filling in spots there. So never a bad thing. But
no, those are really big shoes to fill, obviously, with DeJohn and Rock. I mean, they were great last year for us the past 2 years, but, I feel like it's a new opportunity for those guys. And I think with them being freshmen and getting innings this year, it just looks good for us in the next few years.
Yeah, no doubt. We kind of spoke about, the up and down season you guys had last year between losing in the Monmouth County tournament to RBC, losing first round to Donovan Catholic in the Shore Conference tournament 11-1, and then putting a great non-public A run under your belt to kind of end your guys' junior seasons. What is going to be the key this year in both of your eyes to being more consistent?
I think it's just, that senior experience. I feel like we just have to be, leaders. We got to feel, the way we felt during those few weeks and that energy that we had.
Yeah.
So I feel like we need to, lead those freshmen and those underclassmen and, just allow them to, get a taste of like what that feels like. So I feel like we need to just lead them.
Yeah.
It's a lot different with the emotions. We were led last year with Riley and Frankovic, big help. They're going to help us a lot this year just with the experience under them last year. Yeah. But it's a lot different, the emotions now. As a junior, you're still kind of getting used to it, stuff like that. So now as a senior, like it's our year. Like I think we're ready to go.
Yeah, you guys are ready to lead the charge, exactly. So you guys have kind of been in the loop of the schedule, but the schedule to the public was released just a couple weeks ago. Kind of on a more personal level, maybe it's a rivalry, maybe it's kind of a revenge thing for you guys, maybe it's just the general excitement of playing in high-pressure situations. What are a couple games, 1, 2, 3 games that you guys are both looking forward to?
May 11th.
Yeah. So, prep's a big one. I mean, they're always a great program.
Yeah.
We play them every year. We got them home this year. May 11th, that's a big game. We're always excited to play them because they're a great program. But, we're always looking forward to, those tournament games. We just never know who we're going to play based on seeding and all that stuff. So, we want to play teams like RBC, Ranny, RFH. We want to see them in tournaments.
Yeah.
We want those.
We want to see them
those
too.
high pressure games.
Yeah.
I feel like that's when we play best.
Yeah, no doubt. I think the rest of the Cold Crazies, myself, we all want to see that.
Yeah.
Those are the RFH, the RBC, the Ranny, something like that. Nick, what about you? Anything?
He spoke a little bit about it. Seton Hall Prep 2 years ago, we beat them.
Yeah.
Barely beat them. Last year we lost in a close game, so that's like the May 11th. That one's the big
game.
Regular season game scheduled. So
awesome. And you guys obviously have, you're going away over spring break for a tournament. Mm-hmm. I think I'm most excited for. I'm hoping that you guys face St. Augustine at one point.
Oh, of course.
I want to see that game. Kind of a state final rematch. That would be awesome. I'm excited for that one because just fingers crossed that you guys get to play them.
Yeah.
So, you guys spoke a lot about, being senior leaders. You guys have 1 year left. You got a couple months, April, May, June. Just 3 months left in a Colts uniform. Talk a little bit about the impact that you want to leave with just 3 months to go.
Yeah. I mean, last year as juniors, I feel like we had such good senior leaders. I mean, Riley, Frankovic, Cruz, they were all just great guys. And, we got super close with them.
Yeah.
So I feel like just, building a connection with those younger guys, those underclassmen, sort of like on a more personal level, I feel like that's what we need to do. And just lead them by example, show them what's right, show them how to do things, in practices, stretching, we need to just do those little things and show them how to do it.
Yeah.
I feel like the Tarboro Classic down in North Carolina is going to help us a lot this year with bonding with them and stuff.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's really special and important for us this year because there's a lot of underclassmen, a lot of hype, a lot of looking up to. So it's going to be a bright future for them. So we kind of got to set the mark for them the next few years.
Yeah. That I agree with you. That trip is going to be big for you guys. Kind of like, getting that new blood. kind of getting experience with those kids and kind of taking the reins with them. Well, this has been an exclusive sit-down interview with Wyatt Hunt and Nick Harnish of CBA Baseball. Guys, thank you so much for joining us
Thanks
today.
for having us.
It's been
Thank
a
you.
Thanks,
great interview. Super excited for you guys, and good luck this season. I'm really
Appreciate
excited for you. That'll do it for this edition of CBA Digital Network.